Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm bringing you a different type of video from the stuff that I normally do. I am going to be talking about Path of Titans. I'm sure a fair portion of you have heard about it by now, but some still may have not. And if I'm going to do videos on it while it's still in development, might as well explain what it even is. Path of Titans is a survival game where the general goal is surviving as a dinosaur in a world where there's other prehistoric animals that want to kill and eat you. Basic stuff that has been done before. However, Path of Titans stands out for being primarily an MMO, rather than purely relying on survival elements. You'll still be trying to survive in a hostile world, but you can create characters, explore a gigantic world with loads of other players, select and complete quests, join clans, and so on. In terms of general gameplay, here's what you can expect as far as what we've been told so far. Keep in mind that I am not the final authority on this game by a long shot. I'm just a member of the community like anybody else. So I'm sorry if I get something wrong. But yeah, you can customize your character via choosing your dinosaur, body type, body pattern, and colors. Then you can spawn the world, explore, and complete various quests. We don't know exactly what these quests entail, but the developers gave examples such as traveling to certain locations and fending off threats. Completing these quests gives you their form of currency called marks, which you can spend on various things to improve your character further. You can unlock skins and dinosaurs to use on other characters, although the latter is something still being discussed. You can also unlock certain abilities to be used on your character. They have put emphasis on these abilities not being direct upgrades, so it really depends on what playstyle caters to you. For example, you may want to make your character faster, but you'll lose stamina faster as a result. Just an example. I don't know if that's how it'll actually be, but I think that's what they're going for. So players will basically be on equal footing at all times. So yeah, explore around, complete quests, enhance your character, and also make friends along the way. Now I should probably go into detail about certain things that y'all are probably wondering about. Since I referred to making friends, might as well answer that first. The game will have both single player and multiplayer. The map is absolutely gigantic, and will be filled with various AI. Some AI are little guys that you can't play as, but will fill the world, make it feel more alive, while there will be others of your own playable species running around. For example, as an Allosaurus, you'll probably find big lizards running around that you can hunt, while you can also come across some Hadrosaurs and even other Allosaurs, which are AI, and you'll still apparently be able to ally these as well. Speaking of alliances, might as well talk about how grouping in this game works while I'm at it. In the game, you will not be able to talk to different species, period. You'll only be able to talk and group with your own kind. However, if you're a herbivore, you can still hang out with other herbivores no problem. You can't group with them per se, but it won't be a problem if you're hanging out in the same area with them. This isn't the case with carnivores though. They haven't exactly gone into exactly what will happen if care bearing happens, but there apparently will be penalties for doing so. While packs are the game's standard groups, clans are the game's form of a guild per se, where you can build a community within the game itself from players from various servers. As for what dinosaurs are in this game, I will only give you the basics, as I intend to do in-depth coverage of the various species at a later date. As I am writing this, there are currently 17 playable species and 4 AI-only species confirmed for launch, with 12 more playable species and 1 more AI-only species coming after launch. So the roster, in a nutshell, consists of 34 species in total, with 5 of them being purely AI. The main thing I find unique about the creatures is not only do they plan to cater to scientific accuracy in how they look and feel, but they also find it important to cater to species that aren't featured that much in media, which I think is important. A lot of people don't really know they love a certain dinosaur until they see it, you know? The game also plans to be quite immersive in terms of interactions and combat. From this point on, I'll mostly use Stegosaurus as an example for the types of things that will happen in the game. Collisions in the game, so if your tail hits an Allosaurus attacking you, for example, it will get stopped by the body and actually skewer it properly. This also means that they can't phase through you, so if you got buddies, they can use themselves as barriers to defend you if you are hurt. Be aware that this can work against you as much as it can benefit you though. Take notice of the environment, because your tail can get blocked by other objects such as trees or rocks, which the predators can use to their own advantage. The outcomes of these battles also could result in dynamic scarring, which is intended to be permanent if the injury you recovered from was serious enough. This can be just scars on the textures of your character, but they can also involve model changes as well. For example, predators will have the ability to rip off the plates of stegosaurs straight off, so watch out for that. Another example the devs gave was ripping off the portion of the nose horn of a Styracosaurus. Also, in case you're wondering, while you will lose progress on a character for dying, it apparently will be pretty light and insubstantial. They still don't want you to die per se, but they don't plan on making it too punishing. Now that you know what the game is and what it is all about, I'm going to talk about things that are outside the general game space. Before I get into anything else, I'm going to talk about the controversy that revolves around this game, because it's got quite a bit of it. Now some would argue that it isn't right for me to talk about such a thing of introducing a game, but I already told you guys what the game itself is about. I think it's only fair that you guys know what the hubbub is about, but before you think about getting it or supporting it. Now here it is in a nutshell. One of the devs behind the game is a dude known as Deadly Rage. He used to be a dev for The Isle, which is a survival game on Steam, if you somehow don't know what it is if you're already on my channel. Literally my last video as of writing this was me playing it. He got booted from the dev team, and now he's working on this game. The events around him being kicked from the team and working on this game has caused people to bring up quite a bit of accusations to prompt against him and thus the game. These include Deadly being a bad coder, him being a scammer and thus the game itself being a scam, the game going to die out of nowhere, and so forth. This video right here gives a good documentation of the cases brought up against him and the game in general. It'll be down in the description. I highly recommend y'all take a look at it. Keep in mind, however, that it is mostly just a documentation of the entire controversy, rather than an argument for or against the game in question. Blockomaniac trusts that you'll come to your own decision regarding the game, and I really hope you guys will as well. Even though I personally do not buy into the whole thing for my own reasons, I completely understand why some people will be nervous, apprehensive, or hating on the game, quote unquote. For those watching the video who think this way, I do not blame you for thinking the way you do at all, and you are completely entitled to said opinion. In the end, y'all are free to express yourselves in the comments, but just be civil. I don't want to see people aggressively typing at each other over shit that is basically opinion at the end of the day. With that out of the way, let us continue. Path to Titans is currently still in heavy development, with their Indiegogo campaign still underway as we speak. There's a little over a week left, so if you want to support the game, you still got the time to do so there. The campaign has already surpassed its goal and absolutely demolished quite a few of its stretch goals, but there's still more to do for people who are into that kind of thing. There's also various stuff you get in the perks which you can take a look at for yourself, as well as its own summary video, which you can look at if all I did was confuse the fuck out of you. The links to that, along with the website and Discord, will be in the description. The game is planned to release sometime in February 2020. Keep in mind that this is the official launch. There will be no public early access for this game at all. The game is confirmed to release both on PC and mobile. The PC version is confirmed to be $20, while the mobile version's price is unknown right now. For the PC users, the game won't be on Steam, or any other typical PC platform for that matter. It's a case of you buying and downloading it by itself. It does have its own launcher that you have to download in order to play, but Path to Titans is literally the only game on it, so I don't think anyone genuinely gives a shit. There will be a closed early access in December of 2019, which is only available to those who buy the perk for it. There is also a demo for the game, which will be available to backers who pledge the perk that gives them a copy of the game after the Indiegogo campaign ends. This demo will initially be pretty bare bones, but it will expand over time to show off new things. Certain people though, including myself, have been fortunate enough to be given an early version of this demo already, so why don't we check that out for ourselves? Alright guys, so here is the early version of the demo. Keep in mind that the demo for the general players is not currently released. This demo has only been handed out to a handful of people, including myself, so thanks devs for giving me the ability to play the game this early. Keep in mind that I have just downloaded the demo and I have just played it. This is the first screen I'm on. I have no idea to expect, aside from things that I've already heard about. So yeah, this is literally the first thing that came up, so thank you for supporting the development of Path to Titans. The purpose of this demo is to show off some of the core game mechanics. It plans to be updated every month with new scenarios that essentially show off different things. So as far as I know, the demo, as of right now, and the demo that for the people that bought that specific perk, that essentially what they'll get in the demo right off the bat is just a character select screen. That's all we're going to see here. So I don't intend to spend a long time with this or anything like that. So yeah, pre-release or the closed early access essentially is going to be in December 2019, full game February 2020. So they already tell you all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the purpose of this early demo along with the closed early access, like primarily test for bugs. So just saying, it's sort of like you got the main like launch of the game, you got the closed early access, you got the demo, and then this is the early version of the demo I'm playing. So I'm essentially playing the early access of the early access of the early access. So yeah, my bar is going to be set low for this one. So let's see here. Yep. Alright, so Nico menu, here's my account here, whatever, like the game launcher that they have for this game, whatever. You got mods here, which is quite important. As far as I know, the game's built from the ground up to cater to modding, which is something that I didn't go over in extensive detail, but you can definitely find out more about that in the links down below. We got credits, quit, replays. I'm not 100% sure what that's about. I think it's just general, like you can record your gameplay and stuff like that. I don't know 100% about that, but yeah, I got settings. Let's see. Alright, so we got max graphics, all that, audio. Everything's basically set to max. Auto recording, I don't think that's needed. Not much in the way of controls right now, so I hope that gets fixed. So I hope that gets like improved upon later on. Sorry, I'm not like, words are not my best today. So let's get to it. So let me see. So they plan on doing fishing and combat later on, I guess. So right now we only got the character select screen, and that was a loading screen with a lovely Ceratosaurus. And let's see here, so looking at it, the game seems to run fine on my PC for just the character select screen now. So we got a new character. Oh, and let's go through all the certain dinosaurs. Okay, so hold right click to spin the character. And we got Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Suchomimus, big boy, Displetosaurus, Latenivenatrix, Metriacanthosaurus. Yep, that's all of them. So why not we just go through and search through all the models. We got that one, that one. I think this one's my personal favorite. I love the thick boys. That one's Ceratosaurus. This is the only one for it right now, by the looks of it. Ceratosaurus looking very cool. This will probably be one of my favorites when I actually pick up the game and start to play it. Suchomimus, another one of my favorites. I just love how it just sort of bothers me that, like, a lot of games don't really give Sucho justice I think it really needs to have, because they are big. This is, out of all the dinosaurs in the demo, this is the biggest one. So, we'll see on that. Displetosaurus. Chunky Tyrannosaur boy. Tenivenatrix, the Troodon. Metriacanthosaurus, which is one of my favorites in terms of design. I really love how this thing looks. And the looks of it. Yep, we only got one as well. Alright, so let's take a look at the Allosaurus for now, I guess. So we got male and female. Just seems like a little bit of a darker filter, but we'll see. And we got all these different patterns. We got the default one. This one. Wait for it to load. Is it loaded? Oh yeah, it is. It just looks a bit. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it took a hot second for it to load in. Cool little splotchy one. What about this one then? Oh yeah, that one was alright. There we go, a little bit of splotches there. This green one. Gone. Load in. There we go. Alright, that one's a cool one. About this one's like a, looks like a magma or soil covered one. It's got like these cool little volcanic streaks. I like that. What about this one? Just so you guys know, I'm not going to spend too much time playing this because at the end of the day, it's just the character select screen. This is mostly stuff that I don't really spend much time doing either way. I'm not that big into customizing characters. So, let's see there. That's cool. What about herbivores? Got Lambeosaurus. And I believe this one, like the Allosaurus, is body type. So we got that one. That one. Oh, so this one's got like cool little like scoot audioderms along the back and then a smaller crest. This one's thinner, but it's got like the biggest crest. And yeah, you can like customize your name. So I think we'll do a herbivore and a carnivore. So let's do this one. So male and female. I don't 100% know what's that all about, but we'll see. So what about we got that one? This one. And this one. Okay. So I think we'll do this one, then we'll get to like sort of the... So you see we only got a set amount of colors. Oh wait, no. Yes, these are the color regions, I believe is the proper term. Oh, no, okay. Alright, I finally understood what I meant. So, oh, so there are different patterns of the patterns. Okay. There's a lot more customization than I thought there was going to be here. Like, well, to be fair, it is mostly par for the course, but I didn't expect this. That's interesting. I like that. So at least we got color. Okay, so these are the different like color regions on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they give you certain colors based on those. So let me see. We got this one. Okay, so that's a general body color. So let's see here. What about we make it greenish? And that's like the overtone on it. So let's see here. What about... Let's make it a very green boy. What about 3? That's the underside. I think I like this most. That looks nice. 4. Oh, that's the top stripes. Okay. Let's see. I like it dark. I like it black with that. What about 5? Alright, so I'm assuming that's both the colorful stripes on it and the crest. Is there like a deep red? Okay. What's that? Boop. Maroon. Boop. Not gonna lie, the default is probably the best. I'm not a fan of like the more muted colors on that one. So I think that's all I could do, so why not name it... Which body type looks the best though, actually? I like this one. So, what about we name this guy Lumpy, I guess. So there we go, that's that character. Level 1, I'm pretty sure there's leveling in this game. I probably should have gone into that a bit more, but... Yeah, this entire video was essentially just to give like a general synopsis. Not really the details per se, but just things you'd be interested in. So there we go, there's the Limbosaurus. What about the Allosaurus? So, Amplus right off the bat. I love this model for the Allosaurus. And as for colors... Why not this one? Yeah, this one looks good. So why not pattern... I think I like the second one the most, with like all the splotches everywhere. So why not? What's this color? That's the general. I find it odd that you can't really do browns or blacks for Allosaurus, but oh well. Let's see, so that's a bit. That's too green. All right, that looks good enough to me. That's color 1. I'm assuming. Oh, that's the underside. Okay. Alright, I think we'll go with brown for that. What about 3? Oh, that's the face, alright. Yeah, that's definitely going with that orange. I love my oranges and reds. Alright, that's the top. I gotta admit, these colors aren't really the best. You can't really blend it in with the rest of the body. That's the best I'll go with, I guess. And color 5. Oh yes, the dark. Again, that probably looks the best, the default coloring. And eye color. And stick with the red. And there we go. What about... Let's make it female, actually. Oh shit, that's an entirely different body pattern. Okay, I was not completely aware of that for the female skins. So, we did male for the last one. Let's do female again. Okay, I like that this one is a bit more brownish rather than the greens. And there we go, that'll do. What about color? I really liked how it was a bit black there, I'll keep that. What about 4? Okay, so they give you crest color. Let's see. Yeah, I like it dark in there. What about 5? Ooh, that looks cool. But I think we should be going for something a little bit more subdued. Actually, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that's because it's the same color as the overarching pattern, which is why it fades in like that. I like that fade. So let's keep that, and yeah, red body color right now. Ali. And there we go. That's essentially, as far as I know, the gist of the character selection and the demo right now. As I said, it's really bare bones. This is literally the very first, like, any sort of, like, playable thing, period, for Path of Titans. So, there's not really much here. It just sort of shows off. It shows off the general graphics and how, like, character customization goes. And I'm sure that I've already heard the devs talk about, like, updating this demo slightly in the future. So you guys will probably have more stuff to play with if you actually got the demo from the Indiegogo campaign. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is like just a general summary of Path of Titans, because I feel like nobody's really talking about this game. So, might as well, you know, get in there and tell people that are about what it's about, that are confused about generally what it is and all that. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Yeah.